Hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee and I hope you're having a very blessed day today. So we're continuing on with our blue and silver wintry journal. So this is what I've got so far. So I wanted to show you where I am at. So here is the cover. Now let me move these real quick. Here's the cover. So this is the part that I showed you that I was going to sew. So I just sewed along the edges here. Here's the inside. So here is this really soft, it's like a soft flannel. And then I sewed in these two pockets right there on the edge. I already am loving the feel of this, but it's going to get it'll feel even better once we get all the lace on and the layers on. So that's just the beginning of the cover. I also put together my two signatures. So I'll show you that quickly. So I just kind of put together a variety of papers, silver and some doilies and some white and blue paper and pockets. I mean, this is just, again, just the base. Y'all know I start with the base and then I just keep building up from there. So I've got some scrapbook paper, some old vintage music paper, some wrapping paper. This is probably some of the only gold I have in here, but I really like the way it had the silver and gold. It's got the shimmery. More scrapbook paper, some vellum, just a variety of paper. And then, so I already started my first layer. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. So I used my pigments and we are getting some glittery color. And I'm keeping it silver, blues, and purples pretty much. You can see I've already just added some on some of the paper. So I only did the first signature. I also started, I just wanted to try it, and I love the way this looks, y'all. So on this first page, I did some embossing along the side of silver, and then of course some silver swirls. And then, so I'm going to show you how I do this. So I figured I'd take you along. And then on this, let's see, the second page, I've got these little stamps. So on this page, I did some drips, some blue and purple of the pigment drips. I don't know if you can see the shimmer and shine on that. And then, of course, the silver embossing. So we're going to do a little bit of that. So that's what I'm going to bring you along with today. That's going to be the first layer of our pages. Y'all know, again, I do layer after layer after layer. So we're working on just getting the bases. And a lot of this is going to be covered, or, you know, I might put a pocket down here or a tag or some kind of tuck spot or something. So a lot of this really is just background, just so I'm not working with like a plain white page. You know, I like having a little bit background. So I love this page too. I love how it shines through this. So that's the first signature. Second signature is kind of the same. I haven't even started on these white pages yet. Some scrapbook paper, doilies, some of that silvery paper. Again, just putting this all together. There's that vintage music paper to fold out. And again, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing on each of these pages, but we'll figure it out as we go. So this is the center piece on both signatures. And so here we go. And then I'll be adding a lot more as we go. Y'all know that. So I've decided today I'll be working on just getting these base pages done. So I'll show you what I'm doing. You can work along with me or just kind of see how I'm doing this in case you want to work on your own. So I'm going to move the first signature and the cover to the side. We'll be working on the second signature. Now on a couple pages, I know I want to put a large pocket on this page. So I put P here for pocket. So I don't even need to decorate this page because I'm going to cover this whole thing and probably sew something on here. So I don't even need to deal with that page. But this page we're going to work on. So I have these. Let's see, these are ultra fine mica powders. I think I got on Amazon. It's a 52 powder premium artist grade pigment set. They come in these little tubes like this. So you get a variety of colors. I love that. So these are the colors I've been working with. So 2 different blues, a silver, and a purple. Because that's what I'm trying to keep this album, you know, in those color ranges. We're gonna add some more, but those are like the main base colors. So having said that, all I did was add a few of the pigments, these pigment colors, to water in my little set here. So I have my cup of water here, and all I've been doing really is just kind of smearing it on in different ways, having it drip, you know, making little dots. You know, sometimes I just want little splotches, so I put those on. And then I've been mixing colors, so I'm getting like a variety of different colors. And I want this whole album to feel kind of wintry and icy. So that's my goal. That's kind of what I'm doing. So I literally am just splotching up the pages, because this is literally just the background. I'm going to add more on top of that. So then I just dried a little. Sorry, y'all, it's going to be loud. And I'm not going to completely dry it. I just want to get it, you know, just started, at least a little bit dry. And then I'll set this to the side and we'll work on the next page. But I want to kind of keep it in order, the order I have had it. So I put that to the side. So now this was like my next page. So let me put this in the order. And so I'm going to do the same thing. So really all I'm doing right now is just kind of goofing around and playing on the page. You can even take these powders if you like and shake a little, there we go, shake a little onto the page, and then take your water and just spray it and let it drip. If that's the look you want as well. And I love that look too. See, ooh, so pretty, so pretty. Let's do a darker blue. Ooh, that's gonna be dark. So you can just kind of play with it. I'm gonna smear that around just a little bit because I don't want it in those just major big spots. And the thing with these mica powders or pigment powders, or both mica pigment powders, is you can even go in, as you see, I made like a little design there with paper towel. You can go in and dab it if you want that kind of design as well. But you can go in here. I want to do some silver too on top of this. You can go in, if I can get it open, there we go. I forgot what I was saying, y'all. I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, go in, make designs, do whatever. I love the silver. It's super shiny. And when these dry, you'll get that really cool shimmery, shiny look, which I love. So again, just kind of playing around. Each page is going to be different. That's one thing I love about these. There we go. I'm going to leave it like that. Just get rid of that little. Actually, there we go. Spread it out. And dry this briefly. And actually, I'll let that sit there for a minute. I'm going to kind of do the same on this side a little bit. So if you want a lighter color with these, actually I have some of my thumb right there. If you want a lighter color, you can just mix it with water. If you want it darker, you can put it directly on the page. It just depends what you're looking for, what kind of look you're going for. Look at how fun that is, y'all. So fun. Then you can just go in with water if you want to smear it around a little bit more with your brush. And let's get some silver. This one does not want to open up on me. And I think I want a little bit more, just a little bit more of purple. But yeah, so today I'm going to be working on this. So I'm going to work on the pages. Let's put a little bit right there. Come on, you can come out. Oh, there we go. It came out, that's for sure. Oh, that'll be so pretty, y'all. Now I do got to be careful about totally saturating your page because, you know, you don't want to tear up your page. Okay, so let's try to dry this just a tad. Ooh, y'all, love it. I love putting that in. Let's see how that dries. So some pages I'm just putting dots and splatters. Other pages I'm doing kind of like this look. But again, just background color, because a lot of this will probably be covered anyways with tags or ephemera or collages or what have you, but at least, you know, I know it's there. And we'll be working on, it'll just give it a little shimmer and shine, is what I was kind of thinking of. Okay, that's mostly, that is so cool, y'all. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that up close. It's still a little wet, but oh, I love the look. And if you turn it in the light, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's gonna shimmer and shine. Ooh, it's gonna give it like this really cool wintry look. So let me see on this side, okay. It's a little wet. Okay, let's let that dry a little bit. So see, like this one, we just have some splatters and dots. So, you know, this is gonna be so people can write on it, journal on it. I mean, all these pages you'll be able to write and journal on, but let me clean this up a little bit. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, so this one, I am not going to do any coloring on because it's the doily. This one's got color on it already. I do want to do this inside one. So this one, I think I really just want some silver splatters. Again, just to give it some shimmer and shine because there's going to be stuff in these pockets. So again, this is just going to be the background. I might do some collaging and such. Okay, let's do a little bit of this color too. And I'm getting it all over my counter here, or my workstation, but that's okay. Okay, let's dry this up. Again, just it's like snowy background, icy background. And again, I'm gonna go back in with some of my embossing powder, my silver embossing powder and stamps. And then once all that's dry and all these pages are kind of like at the base, then I'm gonna go back and start adding collages or, you know, ephemera pieces or whatever else comes to mind as we go. It's kind of dry. It still needs to finish drying. Okay, so let's see. Got this one. So I'm going to put some of this dark blue. I like this. It's kind of like icicles coming down. So like I said, every page is going to be different. But you can just kind of bring it down like this. And then just grab more water and just also going to add some purple, kind of like layers of icicles. The front icicles and the back icicles. And you can't see it now, but once it dries, it does dry shimmery and shiny. Got that little glitter. That's what the mica powders do. Okay. I like more water on it, so it looks like it's really dripping. And the more layers you put on it, you get these like darker areas, lighter areas. It looks a little bit more like you added some depth to it. I don't know. That's just what I tell myself, y'all. Probably, maybe not, who knows, but you know, I say, hey. I just know that every time I add more layers, I like the effect better. Okay, let's do, gotta have the little silvery splatters. Kind of like a snowy day. Even though this journal isn't necessarily, you know, just snow, but I like the wintry look. Okay, we'll let that dry. Okay, let me put these on the floor actually in the order that they go in, because I had a certain order for my papers. So let's see. Okay, so now where's my pad of paper? Okay, so now let's do, let's see, this one. Again, I think I want to do some more swirly. Let's do some blue and dark blue on this one. Come on. You can do it. Come on out. Look at that, y'all. So cute. Not cute, but cool. I guess that would be the word. I just love the... Now, this is a thinner paper, so I got to be careful. I might just take my... brush a little bit and just kind of... Now I'm just gonna swirl it around the page. Okay, let me see if I can, not yet. It's still way too wet and this paper is too thin. Okay, let me grab a paper towel and wipe up. Whoa, y'all. See, I'm always making messes. That's okay. The creative process is messy. Let's dry this part off. Now this part you're not going to see because it's going to be a little fold over tuck spot, so I don't need to go under there. You can if you want. Boy, this paper is saturated, y'all. I might have to go back to this one, let it dry, and then put another layer on top. Because this paper was a thin copy paper. It was just some paper with these really pretty images on them that I decided to use. So yeah, this one will let dry a little bit off to the side, but you can kind of see it. Let me see if I can bring it up. So it's still a cool, just the beginning of a background there. Okay, we'll let that sit to the side. So that's pretty much how I do my pages. I'm just kind of flying through this, putting the first layer on, then I'll come back, put the second layer on. So we'll just finish this part out, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna emboss with. Yo, my brain. Ooh, I love that. I might need some more purple here. Let's get some more. I mean, you don't need a lot. I mean, this stuff will last you a long time. So I love that. Just some little blobs and little areas, and it'll dry, and then you can write over this, you can journal over it, you can do a variety of things. And I gotta have my silver. This silver is just, I don't know what it is with this pigment in this one, but it's really, like, you get it in the light, and oh, it really gives you that really cool icy look, which I love, y'all. Okay, so this one's just gonna be like this. Okay, we'll move that to the side, let it continue drying. Okay, what's next? Okay, so we don't need to do anything with that one. This, on the other hand, we'll do something with. What should we do? Maybe from the side. I am almost out. Just add a little bit more. And maybe we'll do same thing from this side. Just get your materials and really start having fun with it, y'all. There's no right or wrong way, and I think people get caught up in that, and they're like, oh, what if I ruin it? What if I do it wrong? There's no right or wrong. There's none. So just have fun with it. I'll put a little bit more. And just, I learn a lot as I just do things. I'm like, oh, I didn't like that as much, or it didn't work out the way I kind of thought it would. So, you know, next time I'll do it differently. But you learn in the process. It's all a learning process. So I say just go for it and just do it and see what happens. Okay. And like I said, if for some reason you really ruin something, you could always, you know, just get rid of that page, or you can cover it with ephemera pieces or a collage or something. So if you really blow a page and you're like, oh, I really hate that, and you can't take it out of the book or whatever is the issue, you can always go, like, let's say I drop something on this, I could always collage over it or put a picture over it or something, you know? So I'm just gonna keep that on the sides, and I might do stencil in the middle. So we'll put that there. Let's see, we don't need to do anything on this. Don't need to do anything on that. Nothing on that. Nothing there. Nothing there. I say we got our signature piece, our middle piece right here. And I think this one, I am going to Well, this is a thin paper too, so I think I'm just gonna kind of squiggly diggly some, so you can see the stars coming through from the other side here. So this is a thinner page, so I'm gonna just do this with the brush, because if I start spraying water all over this, it'll saturate like the other one. I really love splatters, y'all. For some reason, it just makes me happy. Splatters make me happy. I guess that's a good thing, because then when I accidentally splatter stuff, it'll be like a happy accident, because I am known to accidentally splatter a lot of things. So I guess I've just learned to make splatters my friend instead of my enemy. So I splatter everything up. Bible journaling, junk journaling, everything. And so once these all dry, I'll go back, and if it looks like it's just not the way I want it or whatever, I'll add more or do something different to the page or whatever. So this is kind of like my first initial, we'll let that dry. It's like my first initial layer. Okay, so I'm gonna move all this now. We are going to emboss. So let me grab this. So kind of like I did these first pages around the edges. So this page, y'all can see, I have like a little swirly, and I just embossed silver around the edges. So see, I did little drips, some splatters here, and then now I'm embossing. And again, a lot of this might be covered up, you know, with different things, but at least we got a background started. So let's see, did that one. This is going to be a pocket, a big pocket, so I don't have to do anything there. Didn't do anything here. I already embossed this one. I really love that look. Kind of reminds me of my Renaissance journal where I'd have little spots. You can do stamping as well on this. I am really trying to keep this one just more icy and stuff. You could do icy, you know what I mean by stamping, like do like script stamp in the background or other stamps in the background and then emboss over it or whatever. You can do that. But these pages, I'm just, because I'm going to add so much more to this, so I'm just doing this for now. Again, I'm trying to go in a different way for this journal. Okay, this one is going to be pockets. So I don't think I'm going to do any silver. Well, you know what? I can. I'm going to add a couple. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. So I've got this stamp. So I've got a couple of these stamps. I've got these swirly stamps. I've got these swirly stamps, and I've got this really big one right here, which probably is going to go in my signature, my middle signature or something. I got this big one. And I got this one. So I think I'm going to grab my Versamark and this one is just random. So I'm just rando stamping, which I love. And I'm just going to like put some in different places, and they might come out real clear, they might not. Totally fine with me, because it's icy, it's wintry. You know, it's kind of like, it reminds me of like the frost on your window panes, which I haven't seen in forever, since I haven't been living in Chicago in forever. So then you just swirl, I love it, you just kind of swirl your embossing powder all over your page, and then you get to see what comes out. It's like a surprise. I love it. And then just rub off the little pieces that you don't want. Look at that, y'all. It's going to be so pretty. Pretty, pretty. Let's move that, close that before I start blowing this everywhere. Okay. Ooh, and with the, I don't know if you can see it, but when you turn it in the light with the silver mica powder in the background, oh my gosh, y'all, it looks so cool. So then you got the silver embossing on top of the mica powder, which It gives it like a whole other look. I love it. It's kind of like ice, like exactly like I said, like ice on your window. Ooh, so pretty, y'all. Let me show you. Let's see if you can see it. So depending how you turn the paper, you can see the mica powder behind the embossing. So this is what it'll look like up. So that'll be your background, and of course we'll have things in these pockets and such. So pretty, so cool. Love it. Okay. Okay, so that's this layer, right? Yeah. So that layer. And then I've got this one. So let's grab, let's see, which one do we want to do? Maybe this big swirly. I want to be able to write on these, so I might not do the whole swirl, but maybe something kind of like that, coming down, kind of like the wind swooping in. Okay, but first, no, actually, first I'm going to do the stamp. Okay. So let's see here. Do that one there. Maybe this one coming from this corner. We'll see how much of that got on there. And again, y'all, this embossing powder lasts forever. Ooh, cool. Let's see if, no. Okay, let's see how much of this I got. Oh, cool. So that's what that'll look like. And then I'm gonna do a little edging around it too. But first I'm gonna, whoop, come on. First I'll do this and then I'll put the edging over it. So kind of like it's coming from behind the frosted glass. And there it goes. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but embossing, it's like magic, y'all. I say this all the time. I get so excited when I see this. Again, I get excited by the little things in life. Thank God, because if I had to wait for big things, I'd be waiting a long time. Oh my gosh, y'all. Especially after this year, right? Oh, goodness. I'm just sitting in my house all year, it seems like. I've never done more crafting in my life, I think. But it's been fun. Okay, so now I'm just kind of like smooshing this all around the edges. And we'll see how much gets on. I mean, I don't care if it's like super thick or not. And I'm like pushing it up in some areas and okay. Kind of like inking up the sides of your pages. Let's do that first. And then you can take a brush if it's like too much in, you know, or it's just not where you want it to be. You can just take a brush and kind of brush the extra pieces off, or the really, if you have like a prominent like line or something, you can kind of mess it up with the brush so it doesn't look so like, you know, like here's where you stamped. Okay, that's gonna look so pretty. I love the way this silver turns too, and it's so bright and shiny. It's so pretty. It is. It's kind of like frost on the window pane. Jack Frost is coming to visit your home. So pretty. Turn around. I used to love waking up in the morning and seeing, you know, we used to call him Jack Frost. See if Jack Frost came to visit our house, and we look at all the designs on the windows, and oh my gosh, y'all, there's some beautiful, gorgeous, like snowflake type designs and crystallized designs. I mean, just gorgeous. I wish I would have taken a lot more pictures back then, or just, I don't know, remembered it better, because just those days were so fun, y'all. Okay, so look, so here is this page. So you can see the mica powder and the splashes here, but then you also have the silver, and then here's this page. Love it. So they're not just plain white pages anymore, which I like. Okay, so let's see. So this page we've got, and I think I'm going to do, I really like this one, so I keep coming back to this. I'm kind of alternating back and forth between swirls and these diamonds, but I really love how these diamonds are looking. So let's see how that looks. So I don't know how many of you are crafting along with me on this, but maybe this will give you an idea of another way you can layer up your pages. Like I said, I try to do something different for each journal that I make, partly because I don't want any of my journals to be alike, but also because I get bored and I want to try something new every time. And another reason is because, like, kind of like trying something new, I'll see a technique and I want to try it. So it's like, well, I'm gonna try that this time. So I try to stretch my crafting abilities, I guess, and try to do something different each and every time. I mean, not that I'm using totally different and new techniques, but you know, I try to at least do a little bit different. Okay, I do want like some areas here on this page. Yeah, just like that. Just kind of like it's kind of there. It's creeping onto the window, the ice. It's creeping on, but it's not fully there yet. There we go. So cool. So there's that page. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the afternoon, y'all. I don't want to keep you here for hours watching me just do the same thing over and over. So I'm going to finish embossing these white pages. And then I'm going to finish doing the mica powders on those other pages and then embossing those pages. And then at that point, let's see, we'll have all of our pages at least almost ready to start adding all the rest of our stuff, like the ephemera pieces, the pockets, that kind of thing. So then I think we'll probably start working on tags and other things like that. So I'll take you along for those as well. But so today I'll be working on finishing up the base of all my pages. So for those of you who want to craft along with me, that's what I'm doing. So you can do that, and then we'll probably start adding ribbon and stuff to the edges of these papers, sewing those on as well. So until the next video, keep crafting, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all. Thanks for joining me.